Hi! Netflix पर stream हो रही है The Black Warrant, and if you watch the show that's based on Black Warrant, the book, Confessions of a Tihar Jailer by Sunil Gupta and Sunitra Chaudhary, you might have noticed one of the most enigmatic characters in the show, Charles Sobraj.
Do you know who I am?
Played by Siddhant Gupta, who was last seen playing Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru in Nikhil Advani's Freedom at Midnight. That is one hell of a career trajectory, Siddhant. Charles is presented as Tihar jail's most interesting and privileged inmate. From having the freedom to roam around the jail premises like a free man, smoking cigarettes, reading books, the man was just untouchable. And this, of course, prompted us at Just Do Filmy to go down a rabbit hole and ask the question, who is Charles Sobraj really? For example, Sobraj is an Indian name. Then why does he have a French accent? Why was he called the Bikini Killer? And most importantly, how did he land up at Tihar Jail in India? Well, watch along to know more. बिल्कुल OTT series की script ही है. Oh, वो भी बन चुकी है. Hodchand Bhavnani Gurmukh Sobraj. It's usually pronounced Hodchand, I'm assuming. But yaar, naam mein hi hot hai, this joke would have not worked. He was born on the 6th of April 1944 in Saigon, Vietnam, to Sindhi father and Vietnamese mother. Lekin kyunki us daur mein Vietnam used to be a French colony, he was eligible for French citizenship. Smart move by Indian parents always. His parents, however, you must know, were never married. And his father even denied paternity of Sobraj. He was then taken in by his mother's new husband, a French army lieutenant stationed in French Indochina. Charles's name was then entered as Charles Gurmukh Sobraj in the church records in 1959. In his new family, he felt neglected in favor of the couple's latter children. Sobraj continued to move back and forth between Southeast Asia and France with his family. फिर वही हुआ जो अक्सर ऐसे बच्चों के साथ होता है. Neglect, leading to Sobraj picking up petty crimes and being in custody for burglary in 1963 near Paris. वहाँ उनकी मुलाकात होती है एक फ्रेंच आदमी से, Felix Desconier. That's my best French I can give you. और उनके साथ वो घूमते हैं फ्रांस. Some even say they were partners, which calls into question his bisexuality. Felix के साथ चार्ल्स को मौका मिला to mingle with the high society of Paris while continuing his life in crime. In the meantime, उनकी शादी भी होती है. He went to jail a couple of times, but what's important is that in 1970, he lands up in India while escaping arrest with his then pregnant wife, yes. और यहाँ से कहानी actually शुरू होती है. India में he posed as several people, and every time he was caught, he feigned illness and plotted his escape. He fled to Kabul, then to Iran, then to Turkey, then to Greece, using as many as 10 stolen passports. But why did Sobraj actually get the title Bikini Killer? Well, his first known murder was in Thailand. The victim, a white woman who was found dead in her hotel room wearing a floral bikini. His victims, mostly white female tourists, would typically meet Sobraj, get enticed by his smooth ways, and then end up being robbed, and then would be found as victims of drug overdose in various hotel rooms across the hippie trail. This is the 70s we're talking about, when the flower power movement was in full swing, and the hippie trail was Charles's favorite route to find his victims. The hippie trail was countries like Afghanistan, Pakistan, India, Nepal, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and Thailand. It was often thought of as an alternative form of tourism. One of the key elements, of course, is traveling as cheaply as possible, mainly to extend the length of time away from home. Sobraj's victims were usually travelers of this subculture. It was friendly. Everybody talked to each other. Nobody feared each other. It was love, love, love all over the air. And that's when they would get killed. It is said he killed at least 12 people in this way, and also was called the Serpent because of his slipperiness. There's no other way to describe it, because every time Sobraj got arrested, he would get away. In July 1976 in New Delhi, Sobraj, joined by a 3-woman criminal clan, tricked a group of French postgraduate students into accepting them as tour guides. So they posed as tour guides and drugged the students by giving them poisonous pills that he told them was anti-dysentery medicine. When the drugs took effect more quickly than Sobraj had anticipated, the students began to fall unconscious. 3 of the students, realizing what Sobraj had done, overpowered him and contacted the police, leading to his capture. His accomplices, Smith and Ether, confessed during the interrogation. Sobraj was charged with the murder of Solomon, and all four were sent to Tihar jail in New Delhi. Shobraj's time in Tihar jail is well captured in The Black Warrant, but Shobraj's life and crimes have been the subject of numerous books, documentaries, and media portrayals, including Shadow of the Cobra from 1989, Mayor Charles in 2015 with the inimitable Randeep Hooda, and The Serpent 2021 by the BBC, which is also streaming on Netflix, by the way. And now, of course, we have Black Warrant. Shobraj has been an enigmatic figure and continues to be documented across the books, TV, OTT, and the movies. And it has me wondering that are we really this drawn to a character like him because of the impossible feats that he did? After all, he was a criminal. Well, safe to say he continues to capture our imaginations and might still continue to do so in the next couple of years. You can of course pick up the references that I've given you, or if you know something very interesting about Charles Sobraj, it'll be really nice if you can drop it in the comments. We'd love to learn with you. Thank you so much for watching. This is me, Rotalk, signing off on Just Too Filmy.